This is another tutorial on how to make crochet braids at home, either for personal use or as a business. In today's video, my focus is to answer some questions related to crochet braids. I will also share a few tips for individuals who may be interested in starting the crochet business. But before I start, can I say hello? Hello! Hello! Welcome to my channel. How are you doing? Alright, let's get into today's video. Yes. So let me start by mentioning the hair that I used. I used the Kima Ocean Wave coils in 20-inch. I only used one pack for this particular hair. If you're going for a synthetic hair for your braids, especially when it comes to goddess or bohemian braids, I would recommend you try the Kima braids. Most beauty supply store may not have it, but I will include the link that I use to order mine, and I'll also include the direct link to their company. As you can see, I really love this hair. It doesn't tangle up like the regular synthetic hair. Like, you can wear it for like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and you will still be able to maintain the curls. Like, when you open up the hair, it doesn't give you like it's almost in between human hair and synthetic hair. So I would say this hair is more like in the middle point between synthetic hair and human hair. I really love this hair. I ordered the hair in 1B and I really love it. So for this particular hair, you can use it for your bohemian styles, your goddess locks. You can even use it for like the micro crochet braids, you know, the ones that you can braid, or like the ones that you can install the curly hair and just wear it for a long time. I know some braiders that do that. I would also include like a link of a video on Instagram where you can see how a braider actually used the ocean wave crochet braids to style the braid pattern. As I mentioned earlier, I only used one pack of this hair just because I don't want a fuller curls on the braids. But if you want a more fuller look, I would say go for 1.5 to 2 packs. That way you will have more fuller curls on the body of the braids. For the single braids, I'm actually using the Outre pre-stretched hair in 42-inch. I actually ended up using 4 packs. If you notice, you will see that in most of my videos, I currently use this brand because I really like the hair in terms of the quality, durability, even trying to dip it in hot water. It's so easy to dip in hot water. There are a couple of other brands out there. I haven't tried a lot. My second best favorite brand is the Rua hair. But it all depends on what style that I'm going for and what hair I have at home. But let me also mention that if you're getting into the crochet hair business, please, it is important to use quality hair for your braids. As you can see, I play too much, but as you can see, work has started like already to go. Hey, Jesus, help me! All right, so as you can see, I have 3 variations here. The first will be the bohemian braids, which will have the curls on the tip and on the body of the braids. I didn't want too much of the curls on the body of the braids as I'm making this crochet for my niece, and I want it to be easier for her to be able to manage this hair effectively, and also to make life easy for my sister. All right, so the second variation would be the goddess braid. So it will have more of the curls on the tip of the braid, while the remaining hair that is left off, I would use it to make some single braids. With that, my niece will have 3 variations of the bohemian braids, the goddess braids, and some single braids. You know, they say variety is the spice of life, Abby. So she will have something to work with, something different, but something easier to manage, to be honest. Before we go ahead, I would like to shout out to Lohifa, my own very special teacher, mentor, and friend. Lohifa introduced me to Kima Braids way back in 2021, and I've never looked back. Lohifa also taught me some hairstyling technique that has helped me in improving my craft in hairstyling, especially when it comes to braids. You can actually check out Lohifa's page to book your hair appointment, draw inspiration from her work, and also learn about what she does in her community. Lohifa is not just a hair artist. She's a connector, she's an entrepreneur, she's a community builder who supports and volunteers her time in community-based initiative in Hamilton, Ontario and beyond. Shout out to Lolo. Thank you so much for all you do. Okay. Why making these crochet braids? I had to find ways to make myself happy because I was doing this late at night and I was feeling sleepy. All right, so let's get into answering some questions related to crochet braids. So in order for this video not to be very long, I have divided the video into two parts. So this particular video will be focused on the making of the crochet, while the second video will be focused on the finishing touches, including dipping the hair in hot water, drying the hair, and other related finishing touches that we'll work on for these braids. I might not be able to answer or deal with all the questions that I've written down, but I would try to finish what I have left in the next video. The first question that I have here is, what is the difference between goddess braids and Bohemian braids? The difference between Bohemian boss braids and goddess boss braids is just in the curl pattern. The Bohemian boss braids actually have the curls on the body of the braid and also on the tip, while the goddess braids only have the curls on just the tip. So to achieve the curl pattern, there are various curl patterns that are available by different vendors, such as the free threads go-go curls, the deep waves curls, the ocean wave curls, just like we're using in this video, the water wave curls by different companies. There are so many of them, a variety of that you can find, but the curl pattern that one would choose would depend on individual preference. This coil pattern may also be in the synthetic hair brand or also in the human hair brand. In my experience, I find that using synthetic hair, it tangles up easily. You can decide to use hair bundle if you can afford it. Using human hair helps the style to last longer, but it also depends on how the hair is managed. When you use human hair for your crochet braids, it can be reused. So if you're considering getting into crochet braid business, I would advise you make additional braids for your clients. For instance, if 150 braids would be enough for a fuller look, I would add additional 50 braids in case of any defects during production or even during installing the hair, or for future styling in case the client decides to reuse the hair. Remember, the quality of your braids matters at this point. Yes, I will keep emphasizing the need to go for quality hair when venturing into crochet braids business or even into hairstyling in general, because the foundation of your crochet braids will be determined by the quality of hair that you use. If I were to start this business, like the crochet business today, I will really focus on using brands such as Kima Braids or even human hair brands for my crochet, depending on the price and the budget of the client. Remember, this is custom made and it's an experience. It's not just about making crochet. You want to make crochet that your clients will be able to reuse and will be quality hair that wouldn't give them so much stress, especially waking up in the morning and trying to detangle the hair and all that hassle. To use quality hair also means to a great extent that your price may be a bit higher than the regular store prices, which is okay. So this is where you have to provide details to your clients to understand the need why you're charging a bit higher. And remember, not everybody will be your client if you choose to focus on, for instance, human hair braids. It's about the experience, but also the quality of the hair matters, because you want your client to have a good experience, reuse the hair, and also come back again to buy from you. Alternatively, you can also decide to provide services for crochet with synthetic hair. you can make the synthetic hair version of the crochet braids, and also you can also make the human hair version of the crochet braids. That way your clients will have options. Another way to go about achieving the curl pattern would be to use synthetic hair with some palm rods or spiral rods, or like any coiling rods that you may have at home, to make some curls at home. I will make a different video to illustrate this. The next question that I have here is, how can you find vendors, especially if you're getting into the crochet braid business? So in sourcing the hair, most beauty supply store will have like a 10% discount for licensed braiders or hairstylists. So if you don't fall into this category, we still have an option for you. The first option is to produce your own brand. Yes, I don't have much knowledge on this, so I can't give you full details about this. I know there are a lot of hairstylists and braiders that currently sell their vendors list, or like sell ebooks about how to start the business and how to produce your own hair. I will try and see if I can find someone who is in this area, maybe that has a successful hair business, that I can bring on the channel as a guest. But for now, I guess you have to do your own research. The second option is to reach out directly to the hair company to buy for a discount, or you can even reach out to them to collaborate with them. I know there are some hair braiders or there are some stylists that are currently working with companies. All they need to do is to use the product from those companies to produce the crochet, or like even to style their clients' hair to show the quality of the work. So you can reach out to companies directly to ask for a discount. The third option that I have for you here would be to attend tent sales in your area, or look for hair stores that are currently offering at a discount. Sometimes you might also find some hairstylists that are closing up their business and they're offering some hairs for a discount. So look out when you're walking around your neighborhood or driving around. You never can tell what you may find. The fourth option that I have for you here is to buy as a wholesaler. So there are some hair owners that usually resell hairs to other vendors. So like you can reach out to them and ask them if you can buy as a wholesaler. So for instance, if they were selling the hair to their customers for $4.99, they might either offer you a bundle for a certain amount of money, or they can even offer you one pack of hair at $2.99 as opposed to you buying it at $4.99. Last option that I have here for you would be personal research. So you have to do your own research, and also you can also reach out to other professionals in the field to ask questions. You can also look through other people's pages to see what insights you can get, Alright, I would stop at this point for this particular video, and I will answer more questions in the next video. I hope you had a great time watching this particular video. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, I create videos related to hair content and educational videos. You can look up the videos on the crochet hair that we have. In the previous video, we talked about how to package the hair and how to make goddess crochet braids. Till next time, I would say thank you so much for watching. Do have a wonderful day and stay blessed.